So, this should just about be fixed. I'm hoping. I don't know why there's any lag at all. There really shouldn't be. I hope this is better. If it's not better, message me on. I need to stand at that point. Message me on Steam, because I'm not gonna be able to see the Discord stuff. So now then.
120.2 is Wendy's fastest lap for now, being overtaken by Gibby, who is in a fast lap too, but it's pretty much drained.
Okay, I'm being told it's good now. Cool. If it ever gets bad again, somebody be sure to message me on Steam, and I'll be sure to see it. But yeah, currently we have Windy setting the pace with a 120.24, and Get Home just behind him with a 122.9. And we have Chloe, Thigh, and Ross Boss. So, kind of a close battle, and Dermanic is out. Interesting to mention. I've got no idea why. I think he might have retired. Dragonarium currently, he's setting his identical lap time to Brawley, but only P9 for our old champion, for last year's champion. So we're gonna have to see if he can maybe improve that. As we got Johan. Down, still hasn't set a lap. Gibby hasn't also set a lap. I think he's come around to set it now though.
It's ruined by traffic, so we're going to see it later, the qualification.
Yeah, I think he had the I need to get away from the screaming engine.
He's starting his lap now.
Yeah, I think he had the I think he invalidated because he was on a flyer. So we got Sever, obviously coming around. Right now, we're apparently in 5th gear for me. That's definitely not true. I can assure you guys, if he's going that fast in 5th, nope. So, with Sever now.
We can see a lot of people joining the pits, so there is going to be a pit collapse on the track. So whoever wants to get that small gap of time and space, this is pretty much the time.
Yes, it's going to be...
So we can see a lot of people using their set of tires for 2 laps. What do you think of a strategy that might be
in terms of strategy, I'm not sure if it'll affect it too much. I think strategy is pretty solid for them all. Everyone done so much testing. To be honest, I haven't tested Australia yet, so I've got no idea what the strategy is. I'm assuming one stop, ultras to supers or something like that. But yeah, I mean, they don't want to wear these tyres too much. And in terms of where it's standing at the moment, Dragonarium's had a pretty awful run. Brawley's had a not so good run either, but Getoned, Windy and Clowie have all had great ones for their first time out. As Windy sits on provisional pole right now. Gibby sitting in a provisional last
some issue on sector 3.
Is there? Is somebody gone off or crashed, or is it just
It's cleared, so we might never see that.
We got Dennis also coming around the final corner. He hits the wall a little bit. So he's lost time around that final sector, hasn't he? And look at this, he's coming through turn 1, but he's got boneless right in the way. Oh! I don't know if he lost any time there, but it is extremely unfortunate. Ross Boss moves out of the way well there. Sector 1 yellow flag. It's going to be Ross Boss moving out of the way, I reckon. But I mean, I'm sure that's kind of ruined his lap time there. We'll see when he comes through Sector 1 what his time is. He's gone wide off the track there from Dennis. 126. I'm not sure what that puts up with the rest of the grid. But we're going to ride on board with Spicy at the moment. Sector 3 is a 126. He's on his out lap at the moment, or his in lap. We'll see what happens. Is he going to come into the pits, or is he going to go for a lap? He's going for another lap time, so we'll ride on board with him here. Spicy, obviously, getting so close to that championship last season, but it was just too far away in the end. Let's see if it's redemption season for Spicy. There's a massive potential that it will be, but I mean, the gap is currently 3.24 tenths off of the lead. So whether he can make up that time or not, we're going to have to see. He's not had the goods first sector, I'm going to be honest. yeah, I mean, I think he's now going to be on an outlappy kind of lap. It didn't look like a great lap from him. In his brand new Ferrari, obviously we used to see him in the Renault last season, which he managed to bring up to near enough the top with last year's teammate. Can't even remember who it was. I think it might have been Brune. I don't know.
Somebody hitting the low, and low that's going to be Valent Senpai. What
Oh.
a fortunate for him.
Yeah, that's not good for him. Oh, he has. Oh, no.
His stars are pretty much ruined, knowing that their new
Oh, he's gone off again.
terrors in the game, so
He's going to have to come in
if he
for a
wants to
new...
get a good lap, he has to go to the pits and exchange for rails, which is what he's doing, probably.
Has he damaged his front wing? He has. The half of his front wing is pretty much gone there from that camera we have there. It's not looking good.
And that's Hayes with a new professional pole for Renault.
Hayes with a very good lap time there. People predicted him to be on pole, and he's proved why people have predicted it. He's 2/10 up on Windy's lap time. Hayes is pulling out some massive lap times, but Windy 5/10 clear. Oh, and Rosbos.
19.8.
We are seeing.
Go even lower than 19s.
We are seeing some great lap times here at the moment. As you can see, the slowest lap time currently being a 121.8 and the fastest being a 119.5. Incredible lap times here from Windy Rosbos. The two Williams boys looking on fire with those lap times.
What is going, Mr.
Get owned as well. He's gone third fastest, taking off Hayes from that third. Who else have we got going around? We've got Meester currently. I'm sure he'll be looking to improve his lap time. He's had some great pace, obviously, last season.
So we might see a good lap too.
A 120
no,
puts him up into
123.
P6.
Only 1 second of pace.
And then Brawley, he's also managed to put in a 5th place. Dragonarium at the moment, looking at him, he's 2 seconds off at the moment, so it's a little bit slow on this lap, but I'm sure he'll be going for another lap. No, he's coming into the pits.
Do you think he'll change for Ultrasoft so he can challenge Windy's phenomenal lap?
I mean, I think it would be worth it, yeah, 100%, but whether he does, he's had some interesting, decisions and strategy. Kind of always done him good. Rosbos retires from the session. I believe that he thinks that's it. The two Ferrari boys have Meester and Spicy, currently sitting P6 and P7. Decent from them too.
They can improve with that?
Definitely. They're both very fast drivers, and Meester, he's had the pace before to battle with Windy, so we'll see what he can do in comparison to them. I think this will be his in lap though.
Doing a fast lap right now. What do you think he'll say to Windy, or is he going to take that good spot that Windy has, or he's just going to show in the midfield?
I think Gibby's a midfield driver. Oh, he's gone off a little bit. I think Gibby's mostly a midfield driver. He's he was at least last season. Maybe whether this game's already done him a favour or not, we'll have to see. But I kind of expect him to move up from where he is. We've got Dennis currently at the back. Domanic will be starting last because of his retirement.
And Spicy blocks his way. That's incredible.
Did he block someone?
Yes, he blocked Gibby.
Oh, that is unfortunate there. From him.
That should be considered by FIA because it's just unsportsmanly.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, maybe he
And
had.
And Spicy goes into Gibby.
Oh, is he?
Yes, that was pretty dangerous. We will see after the session.
Wait, where's Spicy? Gibby's in
There-
the pits. Hang on.
Also, there are some clouds in the sky. Do you think there will be a rain?
I'm not I don't think there'll be any for qualifying. Only 4 minutes left of qualifying. If there is a little bit of rain, the grid will be pretty much set at this point. But, I mean, Dragonarium not even in the points at the moment. Interesting name to mention.
Roscoe's retiring from the session.
Yeah.
Is it that he's already done with his qualification, or there has been some mechanical damage to his car that prevents him from actually continuing in the session? But I believe that's enough for him, having phenomenal 119.872, which is 3/10 from Get Owned and about 5/10 from Pulaui and Broly, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be just enough for him to start from the front rows.
Yeah. Well, interesting team battle at the moment is Spicy and Mista. They are both very fast drivers, both pretty much equal on pace. Spicy pulling out of this lap, so not the lap for him, he felt. Two interesting names to mention that are not in the top 10 at the moment is Dragonarium, last season's champion, and Rants. Very fast drivers, neither of them are in the points at the moment. We'd definitely be expecting them to be in the points.
Sector 1.
Yeah. We'll definitely be expecting them to do that. We've got Thigh coming around the final few corners now. He'll be starting his lap in that Sauber Alfa Romeo. It's going to take me a while to get used to these teams, but it's very exciting to see them all in this game. It has to be said, M1's back. And we're going big this season. It's looking good, and we've got Spicy coming around the final few corners as well. He'll be starting his flyer in that Ferrari of his. And he'll be hoping to displace his teammate Mista and prove who's top dog. But Spicy and Mista very close on track, so there could be some team play here with maybe slipstreaming the other driver. Entirely depends on what they want to do, to be honest. Get Owned.
Get Owned gets 119.98, which is a good lap, but just not enough to get Rosboss.
Yeah, he'll be looking to do another lap now. As you can see, he's started flying. And Windy getting an even faster time. 119.367. He is just improving. Windy's retired. He believes that is enough for him to stay on pole.
I'm pretty sure that's enough. Having 1 second lead over Mister and pretty much about 1 and 2 seconds faster than everybody on the track. Do you think he'll win the race?
Windy. It's a possibility. I mean, races and qualifying are always quite an odd angle for them, but I mean, he's definitely on for it at the moment. Thigh gets second, fastest there. Brilliant lap time from him. I think that'll probably be his session.
Glory.
That'll be his session over because he will not do another flyer. Get Owned is a driver as well. We're expecting to see him improve. We'll see what he can do. I think, to be honest, he's going to try it next session. As you can see, low fuel. No, he comes into the pits. Get Owned is stopped.
And that's pretty much the end for Bamos. What so unfortunate, being only 2/10 lower than Johan. Or Johan.
Yeah. Johan, yeah. And then we've got Dennis joining the session. Something's happened there. We've got Spicy, who also improved, and Mista. The 3 big names from last season being, you know, Mista, Dragonarium, and Rance, all not really doing well here today. Rance being as low as 17th, Dragonarium being only 14th, last year's champion, and Spicy.
Hayes gets 119.
Hayes with a second
place. What is going to bring Dragonarium having only P14 and being a reigning champion? So I'm pretty sure he'll bring a good lap if something doesn't go wrong.
He should do this lap. This will be his final flying lap. So we'll see what Dragonarium can do. He is the defending world champion for mouseOne, currently sitting P14 on the grid. Mista also should be improving. Mista does improve, as I say. It's a P4 on the grid, displacing Rosboss down to 5th. So the Williams now spaced out from what was a 1st and a 2nd place is now a 1st and a 5th place for the two. Watching Dragonarium.
Broly crashes.
Broly has he crashed?
Yes, he's on the main straight. That's so unfortunate for those who are trying to improve.
Oh, that is unfortunate for him. I think that was his AI, to be honest. Brilliant stuff
Actually,
there.
he's not the only one.
Here comes
There's a
Dragonarian.
Ferrari of
And
Mister.
Dragonarian is 8th. Oh my god, Dragonarian's car is flying into that. We are seeing some crashes here
So
from...
unfortunate.
It's, luckily for all of these guys, is they finish their laps, so they don't have to deal with it.
Dragonarian is paid.
He does move up.
Only
He moves up.
200ths of a second to Spicy, and less than 1,000th of a second. Actually 1/10 of a second to get owned, but just about 7/10 to Windy, which is far from enough for him.
This is our grid then. What an insane grid we have. Windy on pole, Hayes in 2nd place, and Dragonarian only managed in 8th place, the defending world champion himself, not managing to break the top 10. Oh, well, he does, sorry. He does, sorry. That's me being dumb. Not managed to break the top 5.
Do you think that a possible safety car would shake the grid a bit, having equal status cars and a safety car this year?
I mean, definitely a possibility. We're gonna have to see how that can shape up the grid, maybe. Looking good at the moment.
Lures is clipping Dragonarian, who had Broly, but I don't think if you report it, will be actually taken seriously, because it's his AI actually hitting Broly, not himself.
We'll have to see. I mean, I believe the AI. I believe you're still technically responsible for what happens to the AI. And we've got Dennis at the moment, just kind of killing the session with some waiting for player stuff. So I apologise for this, but
Okay, Loris, it's for the media. Sorry. Don't worry. Nothing. No hard feelings. I'm just saying. Also, aliens are responsible for everything, so aliens just being aliens and codes being codes.
Yeah. I mean, very excited to see just what can happen, maybe, as we wait for ourselves to go back down to the grid. I really hope this hasn't crashed. Or it's froze, in a way. Oh no, has it? Oh, is it gone?
So wait for Dennis a bit and then just hope he joins the session, but as we see, he has some kind of issues coming from his side, which we cannot actually fix if he doesn't join the session. So let's just hope he does.
I really hope this doesn't stay on this, because qualifying was set. We're kind of just waiting for Dennis to load. Please don't glitch on us.
Let's go restart from...
Oh no. Oh no, no. We've lost. We've lost it. Oh, it's a classic Dennis. Well, let's call him B-Tech. His internet is definitely B-Tech.
Potato PC, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
He cannot blame it.
We are telling Dennis to Alt F4.
He should get some crowdfunding for a better PC or better internet. Pray for Dennis. Hashtag pray for Dennis.
We get a hashtag pray for Dennis in the chat. Oh god. I need to get deep. Currently working with this on the Twitch app on my phone so I can view the chat, because that was what was causing the lag, I believe, from my end. So just getting it on my phone so I can view all your guys' comments. So for now I'm blind. Anything interesting going on in the chat while we're waiting for the rest to load up? Oh, Dennis has left. Here we go. We've got the session. Let me just quickly screenshot the grid for today, and we can get this up and going.
Dennis.
Yeah, rip Dennis. he's currently... He can still make it. He can still make it for the thing. He can still make it. Just have to wait and see. We've got 15 seconds until we go down to the grid. Dennis can still make it to the grid. Look at all these Bs and Chloe with a D rating. So, D safety rating. So, that's going to be fun. So does Rance. Dennis with a C safety rating. And most of them with a B. So, I mean, Windy on pole though. What are your thoughts on that?
Sorry for the technical issues. We still wait for the hashtags. Bring them on, please.
Here we go. We have to see what's going to happen. I need to log into this thing, so this will be fun.
By the way, do we have formation lap this year?
Yes. This will be fun to see what they can do.
Thing there.
Safety
For disqualifications.
Oh yeah, definitely. 100% gonna be a disqualification in this. I have no doubt about it. I have the faith in the drivers to deliver a disqualification for us all. No, but on a real note, there will be disqualification. At least one.
And that's one light out, and the way we don't go.
And is it raining, or is that just me?
Yes, there's.
I don't think it's raining, but it's... No, it's just the
high
smoke.
Burnouts.
We've got a lot of fog today though, so that's going to be fun. And we could even see some rain later on, but now I'm going to run you through the grid for today. So in P1 we have Windy, P2 we have Hayes, P3 we have Thig, P4 we have Meester, Rosbos sits in P5, Get Owned is down into P6. We have Spicy in P7, last year's champion Dragonarium in P8. We have Chloe in P9, Brawley P10.
And we have Dennis.
Dennis is back. Then we have Violent Senpai in P11, Johan P12, Yeltney P13, Server P14, the Sever P14, Gibby P15, Rance P16, Brogan P17, Boneless P18, Dennis P19, and Demanic is in the last position of the grid. We have all 20 drivers here today, and we hopefully have Dennis. Drivers can leave now because slipstreaming issue is no longer a problem in this game. There's a lot of other problems though, but we shouldn't be experiencing any of them. Just hopefully we need to pray. But now we're going to be going down to the grid in just a moment.
Is club asking for a PogChamp? Hashtag PogChamp. And we already have disqualified people.
Oh, Dragonarium. Oh no! Yes. That is not Dragonarium's going to be so annoyed with that because he's one of the people that absolutely loves his his thingy.
Well, grips are temperature.
Yeah, I mean.
Sad Drago.
Sad Drago, indeed. But now I'm on the stream, I can see your chat. We have 32 viewers today. Absolutely brilliant stuff from all of you in chat. You're killing it, all of you guys in the stream. Thank you very much. And we will be seeing just what this race is going to deliver for us today.
And it's lights out and
away we go. Here we see Windy getting off to a good start, but Hayes gets off to an equally good start. On board with Hayes now through turn 1. We're going to see exactly what he can do. As you can see further behind, we have all of the drivers. We have contact between Thig, I believe, and Meester with somebody's front wing coming off there. I believe it might have been Thig's front wing. I believe it is. So Thig's going to be losing a lot of positions down now. Chloe locking up into Thig again and broken with a 5-second penalty for a severe collision. We have some collisions in the background. We have a lot of collisions in the background. As you can see, a lot of people losing out on their front wing. I believe Gibby's lost all of his front wing.
Virtual safety car.
We do indeed have a virtual safety car. This is
ideal with the many issues on track and debris.
It is,
but we have Gibby retires even before the race start, which is so unfortunate for him.
It is, and Dennis is not in the race as well, so that's unfortunate for Dennis. 5 seconds stop go for Brawley as well. That is unfortunate for him. This is not been good, or a 5-second penalty or whatever it is. This is definitely something to look forward to now, because we see Gibby, he's going to have to come into the pits. The vulture safety car's ended. He's going to have to come into the pits. So Windy's leading, and Gibby goes off the track, and Brogan hits Gibby there. Oof, was that deliberate? I've got no idea. He lets him back through, but I've got no idea what's happening now. Just on board with Brogan. Can you turn game sound off? No, I can turn it down though. Up, up. Oh, you said up. Don't worry, I can turn it up. Oh, and they go into the back of each other. Oh, there's double stacking. A lot of people in the pits. Sever, Johan, Cowie, Gibby, Brogan, Boneless, and Spicy are all in the pits. Spicy having an incident somewhere then, which has now caused him to come into the pits. Last year's runner-up in the championship sits there. Windy in the lead at the moment. I'm very sorry for actually not putting on this stuff. I forgot about that. Apologies to some people out there. Can we get a highest?
We have Dragonarium before 4 places from lap 1. That's amazing.
He's done.
Amazing job.
He's done very good there. He's actually, look at this battle we have going on for P3 at the moment. There's a mountain of cars stacked up all the way back to Get Owned as Dragonarium takes 3rd position off of Meester. And Meester's going to be looking there.
Laps to go, and
it's looking, Meester goes deep! And Thyg's got him. Meester's going to peel into the pits now because Thyg has overtaken Meester. And Rossboss is now under pressure from Get Owned, who is looking all over the back of him at the moment, trying to find a way through as we see some more people coming into the pits, notably Meester, Violent Senpai, Yeltney, Demanic. All of them drivers are coming into the pits for today.
Hayes and Windy are comfortably sitting 3 seconds from Dragonarium. Do you think he'll catch up to them and for a win after his great success in lap 1 and 2?
It's a long race at the moment. Anything can happen. I'm sure of that, and I'm actually really liking Dragonarium's helmet. People having damage.
Fanboy alert.
Yeah, it's a nice yellow helmet. I'm liking that. Not because of the Hamilton references, but just because it genuinely looks like a cool helmet. A lot of people have come into the pits then, so the grid is definitely shaped up. Meester's still in 9th, despite having the pits. Rance now makes his way up into the points. Brawley also sitting back in the points after his start. But notably, the one who's made up the most positions is Rance, actually. I was just about to say Dragonarium, but it's Rance. He's made up 8 positions in lap 1, notably most from pit stops. But
do you think that those who made their pit stops earlier at lap 3 would get their times and actually fight back to the leads while being 33 seconds of pace, talking about Meester, who leads the stopped pack?
oh! Get Owned's in the wall! He's spun it in the wall and he's out! Oh! What an unfortunate crash. We got that crash. We got that crash completely there. Brilliant crash. But it's unfortunately left him out of this race. Get Owned, and people are going to have to avoid that. It doesn't look like it's going to be a safety car. Spicy sets the fastest lap of the race. Meester locking up there into turn 3. He's going to have to come across Get Owned's car. No, he's not, because the car's disappeared. Don't want to run over that debris though. And I was just about to comment on the battle that Get Owned, Thyg and Rossboss are having. Until that happened, and Rossboss picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Gibby leading, that's a bit strange. Bugs.
It is indeed, but we have Dragonarium currently 3 seconds back from Hayes and Windy, who are both kind of streaked off in the lead at this moment. It's for either of them to play, and that revving is going to kill me. So best let's change away from
Sometimes that. Pushing for that extra 100th of a second can get you a bit hammer in your eyes, because it can be a lot punishing, but a lot rewarding.
Isn't Thike spun? Thike has spun it! Thike is off the track! Thike! He's going to get overtaken by his teammate Rance right now, and he's lost it, and he's got front wing damage 100% now. Wow, crazy stuff happening right now. The opposition for Dragonarium's completely gone at this point.
Having his ultra soft tires at 4 laps.
Yeah, he's going to have to come into the pits,
is
though.
The time they would have to go to the pits, actually.
He's going to have to come into the pits.
Have Gibby first place.
Gibby first place?
I don't know.
It's windy at the moment with in the Williams. Currently looking up for Williams. It's got Hayes just behind him, 4/10 clear, and Windy losing it out of that final corner a little bit there. Dragonarium 3 seconds back, and then you've got Rossboss 6 seconds back from him. Brawley also gaining on these guys, so we can see maybe a battle between Brawley and the top guys. That would be very fun. Dennis saying he couldn't take control of his car and whatnot, and Rossboss and Brawley. Rossboss pushing Brawley off the track a tiny little bit there, and that caused him to take the weird line, but that ultimately...
Go pushing there?
Yeah, definitely, because had he been around his outside, he could not have come into the pit, so I'm going to say that was definitely tactical pushing there. Looking at what's happened, and Rossboss is into the pit lane. I don't know if that's really going to be considered a dirty move from him. He does indeed change his front wing, so there's been some kind of accident with him earlier on. I mean, that could definitely be something to be investigated, as Brawley maybe being potentially pushed wide by him there, but we'll have to see. As he's going to come out, I believe he's going to come out just ahead of Sever. Oh, he's coming out in a massive battle at the moment, isn't he? Meester. Oh, he's pushed off. He's pushed off Sever there at the moment. He might have to return that position. Oh, no, that's not good. That's really, that should not have happened at all. Pushing off there from Rossboss after potentially pushing off the driver before. We'll have to see. It could just be...
Since when haven't we seen Williams, Renault and Sauber fighting for the top spots?
This is it's amazing, isn't it? And now, actually, speaking of Sauber, we've got Sauber versus McLaren right now. Something not so bonkers, but for 4th place it definitely is. We've got Brawley versus Rance at the moment. Brawley with his 3-win streak last season. He's got Rance all over him. Rance definitely improved in this game, it has to be said. He's going up the inside. There's been a little bit of contact there. Brawley spun. There's been contact and Brawley's lost it out there. Oh, unfortunate for Brawley. He's losing positions.
Literally went through him.
I think...
Unfortunately.
I think that was probably a racing incident there. It didn't seem too good for that time, because yeah, it just didn't look good. I need to check the stream's still good because it's frozen for me. Everybody in chat, stream's still good? The stream is fine. I'm just being... Okay, I'm sorry, look. I'm tabbing out. I'm not tabbing out. I'm checking my messages. Oh, Fike spun it again! And he's spun it once more. Fike, you're not having the good day at the moment. Yeah, well, I'm just checking because I don't want the stream to go unattended, lollers. Because if it's lagging, we're missing, like, all of the action. And for me, it's frozen on my phone, so...
Talking about...
stream just being weird on my phone. But
There's
Thike...
a fight between Hayes and Windy. Windy locking up so hardly, showing there's some kind of problem with his tires.
Dragonarium's gained a second in these last few laps and is now looking on for a race win as well. 3-way battle at the top.
From his teammates sitting 13 places higher than him.
Here goes Hayes around the outside trying to look for the gap. Windy locks up and Hayes not able to find it there, but Dragonarium meanwhile gaining so much time. Hayes has gone up the inside. Hayes has got the undercard. He's going up the inside now. Hayes into P1. Surely he's going to have it through this section. Windy's going to have to let up here. And there you go, he's losing a little bit out of the final corner though, which means now that Windy is going to be in his slipstream, trying to find the way around the outside, and Thaig has retired from the session. With the amount of spins he's had, it's not been a very good race for him today. One to forget, I'd suggest. But we've seen Thaig get owned retired at the moment. And Hayes, Windy, and now Dragonarium sits 2 cents back from Windy. They're both pulling into the pits. Both come into the pits. It's going to be a pit battle now, but Dragonarium needs to stretch out those tyres as much as he can. And the game's just tabbed me out. Brilliant. That was not my fault. The game decided to kick me out.
Talking about the fastest driver on the track, it's not either
I think it's Spicy, right?
Or Windy, but it's Spicy who is 6 laps into his super softs.
Yeah, the game decided to kick me out then. Apologies to everybody watching. Spicy on the super softs, he's definitely going to be one of the faster guys. He is last year's runner-up champion. Runner-up in the championship, we cannot forget. He's the one that was able to take the fight to Dragonarium last season. One of the only people. He's gone up the inside of Sever now, which should be an easy move for him, and it looks to be an easy move. Sever maybe going to look up the inside? No, he does not. Comments on the Rants and who was it he crashed with? Is it Meester? I don't really remember who he crashed with. Brilliant stuff from my memory. I think it might have been Thaig. I'd say that was probably a racing incident. Thaig disagrees with me. Nah, I think it was Thaig, right? Well, no, it was Brawley, wasn't it? No, it was the battle with Brawley he had, and my memory's dying. Look, I'm a bloody... Can we get a tyre strategy update?
Also Thaig, but at what cost?
I know, and it's not done well for him. We can't even look at the tyres, I don't believe. Oh, we can. So here's the tyres.
We still have Hayes faster than Windy, or to be more exact, higher in the places than Windy.
Sever's crashed! Sever's crashed on the racetrack. He's crashed it and lost out of this race today. There goes Sever. And Rance takes the lead at the moment. Sever leaves the session. Rightly so. Tyre update for the strategy at the moment. Rance yet to pit. Sits in P1. Hayes come in for the soft compound tyres. Dragonarium also come in for the soft compound tyres. Currently sits ahead of Windy. Just for perspective here, he's come out ahead of Windy. And he's currently holding up Windy, but there's actually a nice battle going on here between Dragonarium and Windy. Windy trying to find space around the outside that wasn't there. Dragonarium not leaving him much space at all. Dragonarium just taking that defensive line so much. Trying to keep it there. Now we see Windy looking for the outside line. He's going around the outside, but Dragonarium's defending, trying to keep it there. For the time being, Windy still trying to find a way around. Hayes sits in P2 and is actually beginning to pull away from these guys. So as you can see now from the gap, we have Windy sits Hayes sits 2 seconds in the lead, but Windy's going around the outside of Dragonarium. This could be a potential amazing move. Windy got it there, a little bit of a drift-esque thing, and he's got it. Good stuff there from Windy to overtake last year's champion, that is Dragonarium. We now see then Hayes, he's extended his advantage as Rance pits. Domanic's rejoined the race, so he'll be good to continue in that car, I believe. Yep. And we have Senpai sitting in the final points position at the moment. We have yellow flag. I'm not sure who that is. Can't really see much from everything here. Chloe's sitting 2 tenths behind Johan. That's an interesting battle to pick up on.
But Johan has some issues, as I see. And that's a move from Chloe.
Chloe's got him, but Johan's going to try and come back at him, but no. Chloe, the Clowinator, as he's known on Race Department, has done it. There. For himself. And he now sits behind Rossboss, who is just 8 tenths behind Rance. Meester sitting in 4th now. He'll be looking to definitely beat Dragonarium in this race. Windy is beginning to pull away from Dragonarium, as we said, and Hayes currently in a great lead for him. And great, it's game's kicking me out again. Stop kicking me out.
And Windy pulling out from Dragonarium, and Hayes pulling out from Windy.
Yes, Dragonarium did take a little bit off there though. It is the top 4 in a great battle at the moment. Mista just sitting 1.8 seconds behind. You can see him in the distance there. And he clipping the grass a little bit there. He's absolutely trying to maximise the track that he has. I'm trying to find every little bit of time. Broly.
Violent Senpai who lost a lot in turn 1 and turn 2 in...
He should be able to get him on this straight. He might even get him around the final corner looking over there. And then he's in the DRS now. He's going to pull to the inside. He's not trying to get slipstream. Weird, but whatever. Coming down towards turn 1. Then surely he's going to have Senpai through here for the first points paying position.
Pushing off track.
A little bit, I think, to be honest. I think that was kind of a given there. But I don't think much should be done about that, in my personal opinion. I'm sure stewards and I will all look at it later on. But Spicy, 4/10 on the back of Johan and Clowie. Spicy.
Runs being 3/10, 4/10 from Rosboss. Do you think that he would try to do move while being in sector 2?
I think
which is known to be not really good for overtaking.
I think we've actually
with
missed
tides, turn 11 and turn 12, which can be either winning and
yeah,
a bit punishing.
His Ron's going around the outside of Rosboss. He's trying it. Rosboss not giving him any space there on the exit, and that's gonna force Rance there behind him. I think Rance actually got overtaken just a minute ago by him, so that's probably why Rosboss currently trying to extend that advantage, but losing some time to Rance. We might see another overtake.
To pits, having his tires at 10 laps old.
Indeed. And then we have just Rance just looking, trying to find a way back past Rosboss. Currently he can't find it.
Rance trying to make a move to Rosboss, still not able to.
Yeah, not much room left from Rosboss, it has to be said, on entrance.
But he's been doing pretty well with his tires being soft and 7 laps. So do you think that he'll be doing another stop this race?
Probably not. I wouldn't have thought so, but he can do. If he needs it, we've seen Spicy come in for another change. I'm assuming he probably had some front wing damage or something of that. Because
typing in the chats that it's impossible to drive when you have spun.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why you are not spinning in a race. I mean, I'm not in a pro league, so I'm not sure if I'm the best person to tell that, but best way to manage the tires is either being too aggressive and risking the chance of spinning, or trying to be more balanced, like in the middle.
Rance up to the inside.
Fast, but and that's Rance.
Rance has made the overtake on Rosboss. Good move there. Yeah, I know there's actually on the track laws. I'm not cutting off people though. And Rance has now got ahead of Rosboss and is just going to try and pull away in that gap. And we see some more overtakes on the track.
Do you
just
think that
shut up.
he's aggressive?
No, I was talking to Lawless, not me, not you. Don't worry. What was that? Sorry.
Do you think that his aggressive driving is going to punish him later in the race, having his tires at 3 laps and already doing a bit of I don't know, oversteering, losing control of the car?
I mean, maybe there's a potential for it. To be honest, I'm not really sure. Mista, well, apparently who am I following at the moment? I'm following Demanic, I think. Lollers, stop. Crucify you.
Lower, stop. Get the banner hammer.
So here we go.
Actually, new words, banner hammer.
Yes.
Clip this.
We have Dragonarium now 3 seconds behind Windy. Windy's obviously been pulling away.
Spinning in pit lane for Bamas,
Lollers.
pushing over the limits.
No one
Literally.
cruised twice before me. Lollers, good man. Got Brogan now sitting in the last place of the points. He's got a quite a train behind him though of Johan and Spicy. Quite a spicy train behind him, some might say. I didn't mean to mix the game there. Very spicy. The battle for 10th is getting spicy as Spicy goes up the inside. He's clipped him. Oh, he's clipped Johan. Oh, he's lost. Got front wing damage there. That was quite an aggressive move from Spicy.
3 seconds penalty for Rance.
And that's
Pushing a wall.
Indeed, and I can't believe that Spicy tried that there and didn't work out for him. Some could argue that maybe Johan should have left him space. What do you guys think in chat? Do you think Johan should have left him space there? Or do you think that was Spicy's fault for the dive bomb? Interesting to know your thoughts in the chat. But now we have Mista with a penalty.
But you have to consider that Brohan has his tires being 13 laps out and being super soft. So if he's still not experiencing issues with that, he should be doing pretty shortly. And having Spicy at 2 laps out tires, being a lot faster at this point of the session, and I just think that his move was pretty stupid.
Okay, something's happening here with Rance and Rossboss because one of them is invisible. They're overtaking each other here on track. And so Rossboss going up the inside, trying to dive it from quite a distance back. He thought better of it, and luckily there. Could have had a very big crash there, but they're losing time.
Damage, I believe. He pushed
the
tracks of the circuit, going into the wall. I have to say, there's been so good racing here this race, saying a bit of race too much.
Indeed, we're gonna see. I mean, oh, Rance lags backwards. That was the issue. Rance is now behind Rossboss due to lag. Unfortunate there. He was battling with Rossboss and the lags just killed him.
But you still have to consider that he has
Mista's in as well.
5 laps. He has 5 laps older tires than Rance, so he should be having more issues with them, being slower, and there should be a bit of fights going on there for at least this time.
Yeah.
We have 12 laps to go, and Winnie still hasn't done a move on Hayes.
I think Winnie's lost a little bit of time
recently. At 2 seconds in front of him. Do you think that this is strategic? 2 seconds slower than him for maybe saving his tires, etc.
I mean, it can be. Maybe. Windy's he's obviously one of the best drivers we have, and actually there's a 4-seater in the distance there. Who was that? Must have been Violent Senpai, because I don't think the other 4-seater is in the race. Oh no, it might be Brogan. No! Oh, Rossboss crash! Oh no, that is not good from either of them. Rance up the inside and Rossboss.
Broly getting involved in the crash too. That's so unfortunate. He has a red wing. Maybe the race decider. That's so unfortunate. But he will have a better set of tires because he's going to pitch for a super softs, which should last the race, and hopefully he will gain what he was in this crash, or as you say it, a racing accident.
I'm not sure if it was a racing accident, to be honest. I think that was one of their faults. I didn't look at the incident too much, but chat, what do you think? Whose fault was that in terms of everything?
Joining the session again.
Do you specifically blame anybody for that, or do you think that was a racing incident?
Send us the powers for Dominic. He's for sure the driver of the day today. Joining the session for 4th time, I believe, in 18 laps, so give him the powers.
To be fair, he's only actually gained like 2 positions. I think Rance has gained quite a lot.
He's actually pushing and getting a bit closer to Hayes.
A little bit.
But he has actually a lot more energy than him. He has 90% of ERS, which he can use anytime.
Indeed.
And Hayes already experiences some problems with his tires, and while Senpai is retiring from the race, such a shame on him. He could have a pretty good race even though. And Mr. does get a fastest lap, which is 123.206 if somebody is interested in knowing that. And Gibby is first place again. I don't know why he crashed. I don't know. Just call these people this. Give them poggers again, please.
Gibby's
Hashtag poggers.
Gibby's currently in P7 for me, so he's doing alright. Johan still sticking to the back of Chloe, so doing some good pace there from Johan. Windy, meanwhile, taking quite a bit of time out of Hayes in these last few laps. Have Hayes' tyres gone? I'd say so, looking at the amount of time he's losing. 10 laps, both of them. It's decently well known in the community that Windy's a little bit heavy on the tyres, but he might not be this year. So we'll have to see.
I told you earlier that Windy probably has his own strategy this race, and I'm pretty sure we can see it now because Hayes already struggles with grip while Windy is clearly in his best.
Look at that, he's taken about 7/10 off him in that last lap alone. He is gaining a hell of a load of time on him, and to be honest, it's looking like it's going to be another amazing battle here between these two.
Also, Windy still has 89% on his ERS, not using it at all and still getting tons of time. I can see that he has a couple of fuel left.
Also,
or it's just me.
One thing I need to say is thank you to all of the viewers today. We've got one of our biggest view counts yet, and thank you very much. And be sure
of me.
we'll be sure to be hopefully seeing you throughout the season. Be sure to stay tuned. Be sure to tweet us with hashtag M1 Racing League. Just to reiterate, and your tweet will be featured at the end of the race. So be sure to tweet us with incidents that you think maybe were at somebody else's faults, or what, you know, how you believe this race is going to go. But Windy's pace at the moment is on fire in comparison to Hayes's. Both equal amount of, they both pitted at the same time, to reiterate, and currently through Hayes with a 3-second time penalty. Windy's in a net lead. Windy is in a net lead at the moment.
It's amazing. Windy doesn't even have a penalty, which means he's the potential winner this race, which is the likeliest case.
Let's check, see if Windy's got any penalties on him. I don't believe so.
I checked on him, he doesn't have. So if he actually keeps on this gap, he would be the winner of this race. Also, about driver of the day, who do you think will be getting it? Because today it's not important who wins, but who also gets the driver of the day. I mean, it's kind of a award for them as the win.
Currently, Rance has made his way up through the field amazingly. However, his crash, controversial crash for me at the moment, that's going to put me off driver of the day for him. Hayes performed well this race so far, but Windy's pace has been amazing. Between them two at the moment, and I mean also so much other things, you know. Senpai's.
Personally, would say that Dragonarian would get the driver of the day because his performance and driving today was phenomenal. Also, his strategy trying to get as much of the tires in that single session is just amazing. Even though he couldn't get the pace out of his super softs, he went for the ultra softs, got that P8 solid qualification, a lot of traffic, trying to pass everybody and doing good. Is just enormous job. Like, he's very hard, and I believe he's the driver of the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good, point for Dragonarium. His pace has not been there, but Johan just overtaking Gibby with ease there. A lot of ease from him. I would have said Rance. Rance would have been my driver of the day. However, his incident has put me off driver of the day today for him, and I don't think he'll be getting it. But if Windy wins this, he's for driver of the day for me, because he's done a great performance getting back up into the lead from the being behind Dragonarium or whatnot. It's not easy to overtake Dragonarium. We know that for a fact. The fact he's been able to put up with Hayes' pace on the same tyres, same amount of laps, he's done great. Meester also now beginning to gain on Rance, so we can see a nice battle unfold here as Brogan retires. So we're going to have to watch Domanic's point of view, see what's happened here, because the stupid game won't allow us to look at retired cars anymore. We're just going to have to... Oh! As we were on board with Domanic, he spun it! Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess we're not going to have to look at it from his point of view. I don't know where Brogan is on track. So I'm kind of hoping they come across this crash. Oh! Rance has spun it! Into the wall! Rance has lost it! Oh!
Mr. overtaking him. This is going to be so heartbreaking for him. As I said earlier, this race, trying to push for that extra tenth in the last laps, is actually going to punish you rather than actually gaining you. So it's just sad.
Commentators have had a lot of luck today, especially with me picking up these crashes on stream. We picked up most of them. That has to be said. I don't know what happened with Brogan's one though. But the best thing that's going to happen right now is Windy's just 3/10 behind our race leader Hayes, and he's looking around the outside. He's looking for a way past. Could Windy overtake Hayes? Not when on penalties. That is a driver of the day right there if he does it. He is all over Hayes right now. 5/10 back. He was just 2/10 back at one point. He is right there looking for that race win. He knows he's going to get it. He doesn't know he's going to get it anyway, as Rance moves down into the pits. So a lot of time lost for Rance. Unfortunate there.
5 laps to go. Case another time penalty, which means they're getting P3. The Dragonarium passes the 6-second gap, which I don't think he'll be able for the time being, having pretty old tires.
Oh, you there? Jeff doesn't always ask you though, and to be honest, unless you ask about driving front, Windy probably has done that, and if he has done that, then go on him. But I don't know if he has at the moment. The violence and by lose the session. But look at this battle between Hayes and Windy for the race lead at the moment. Looking great for both of them. Both looking on for a win. Windy's looking up the inside of Hayes. Hayes is locked up and Windy's got up the inside, and Windy takes the lead of this race. Look at that. Windy now into the lead. He's going to try and pull away as best he can, because Hayes hasn't got the pace at the moment to keep up with Windy. Windy's had the pace throughout this race, and he looks to still have it in these final few laps. But we'll have to see, because Hayes could easily get him back here in Slipstream or anything like that. And he's got to be careful that he doesn't lose that, as you were saying, 6 seconds to Dragonarium. That was a great move from Windy. Windy's done it, hasn't he? And Windy leads the race now, and is probably going to be our race winner if he doesn't screw it up. Commentator's curse. I'm sorry about that, Windy, if it does happen now. But it's Hayes being just 0.4 tenths back. It could easily happen either way. And as I was saying, wouldn't even my driver of the race before he overtook Hayes like that. But now, Jesus, he is been flying all race. He's had the pace. He's put up with Dragonarium. He's overtaken Dragonarium, beat Dragonarium, and now he has not only beaten Hayes, but he's gone through that whole period of having to catch up to Hayes, and he has got Hayes, and is now beginning to pull away from Hayes with just 3 laps left. What are your thoughts on that move? Hello? Hello? Everybody loving that move in the chat. That is going to have to be clipped because that was amazing. There, Windy taking the race lead brilliantly. Dragon Air sitting 9 seconds back now. So 9 seconds back now. Sorry, so he's not in the gap at the moment. Ross Boss just 7/10 back from Johan. Closest battle on track at the moment is the battle for the lead. I say that as it switches to Ross Boss versus Johan. Clowie overtaking Brawley and Brawley overtaking Clowie. Great battle here as we switch to them. They're both switching places over and over, Brawley and Clowie.
Prince getting 122 fastest lap, which is not going to be enough for compensating.
Somebody please clip that. Because it was absolutely brilliant. And Brawley now sitting just ahead of Clowie. And Spicy overtakes Ross Boss. And Ross Boss has gone off somewhere. Ross Boss has left the session. And yeah, it looks like kind of a rage quit. I don't know whether he had some incident with clip the overtake that Hayes had. Windy had on Hayes. Lollers. Either that or I'll do it after the race, I don't know. But Clowie now sitting just behind Brawley, 4/10 behind. These two have been switching positions over and over again. As Rance gets past Ross Boss, kind of a bit of revenge for them both earlier on in the race. They were fighting, but as you can see there, Clowie looking around the outside of Brawley. Brawley keeping it. Now we see Clowie looking around the outside of Brawley. Brawley, our triple race winner, if you remember correctly, 3 in a row. But Clowie spins into him. Oh, he loses it into him there. Too much acceleration, and that is what's kept him from getting that 5th place. He's going to be coming back though, fiery as ever, and he's going to be looking for that move. Overtake from Windy still being talked about. The echoes of it still exist today. It was a remarkable catch. I'm more excited about the catch, to be honest, that he had. And then, I know my boy Domanic. Domanic did have a lot of spins this race. Unfortunately for him, we were on board with him when he did spin. Oh, these two are getting close. As Clowie said, or Thike said earlier, once you've got the grass on your tyres and once you've spun it, you're kind of going to consistently stay spinning, and that sounded like a bowling pins right there. As Domanic's sitting quite a distance back at the moment. We gotta remember these guys are very fast, so yeah, it's not easy to keep up with them, no matter who you are. Clowie, 3/10 behind. Brawley, surely he's going to be able to get it into turn 1. Brawley trying to take the inside. Clowie looking for that gap. Whoa, insane stuff there. He's trying to make his way around, but Brawley runs wide. And for some reason we got the awful view. It's Clowie. That's absolutely, look at that. We can indeed have a screenshot of the podium. Look at that. There, battling from Clowie. Clowie losing the rear end as he overtakes Brawley. What an insane overtake that was. Did you see that, Chris?
Yes, when your tires are 20 laps old, they lose everything. And he's about to spin out, but he didn't, so I don't think he would actually go for the inside. But everything can happen in a 29 lap race, I guess.
But here we go, we're on the final lap now though. For at least Windy and Hayes. 4/10 the gap. Hayes is going to try and make that move, I'm sure, somewhere. He's going to be pushing for his life, his dear life here. I'm not sure he'll get it though. Brawley and Clowie are going to be switching positions everywhere, trying to keep where they are. Hayes being just 3/10 behind.
Clowie overtaking Brawley.
That was an amazing move, wasn't it, when he overtook him? Insane stuff
Yes,
there.
of course.
He kind of lost the rear end as he overtook him. It was brilliant stuff. But now, Hayes sits 1/10 back from Windy. He's trying to look for the move. They both double lock up there. Hayes trying to redeem himself a little bit there, but ended up losing 8/10 from him.
If Windy doesn't retire in this last lap, it's pretty sure Hayes won't be winning at this point. But there's some problem in Sector 3.
It's Gibby! Or at least it looked like it. Gibby's going slowly.
He's been leading the race for 0 laps, but for some reason has been leading for 15 laps.
Windy then is going to come across the line. And here he comes to take the crown.
What an amazing race. What an amazing race. Windy first, Hayes second, Dragonarium gonna cross the line third, Mr. Ford, Chloe and Broly.
Rance is trying to redeem himself though. He's looking all over. Rance is looking all over Yeltney.
Mr. Ford. And Bornless Seeger has 121.9 fastest lap. This is amazing, but just not enough for him to join the points. And Mr. is in front of him, I guess. And
Rance has gone for a dive on the inside. Brilliant stuff there, but Yeltney's surely going to get it back. What a move there from Rance, trying to get his way there. Amazing stuff, but it's not going to happen, surely. Coming around the final corner, Rance is still looking up that inside. He can't quite get it though.
Spicy finish 8th and Damus 9th. We're gonna see, are there going to be penalties or is just...
I think this is the grid. This is the grid we have. We have Windy winning the race, Hayes in second, Dragonarium in third, Meester in fourth. The podium is as follows: Windy, Hayes, Dragonarium. Brilliant stuff there. Top 5 is Chloe included in that little battle. Brilliant stuff there. Everybody's driver of the day is Windy. I am agreeing there.
Me too.
Windy surely
has been doing a good job having B3 for B8, which is an amazing job. I'm just pretty sure that Dragonarium has to get that driver of the day. Windy has been doing a fantastic job. He's an amazing driver. He's been racing and fighting for that win this day, but
indeed,
I think the driver of the day has to be given to Dragonarium, just as some kind of respect for his drive today, being a reigning winner of the championship, and just because of his performance and glorious driving.
Indeed,
I just can't explain it. There aren't enough words to explain this round.
It's been quite a remarkable session. We're just about to get our driver of the day in. So, everybody, we're going to count up who people think driver of the day should be. Windy's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dragonarium has 1, and then it has you as well. It's a 7 for Windy. 1, and then we have Dennis with 1, because of course. And so I think it's pretty clear who everybody thinks driver of the day should be. So I think we're gonna have to give it to the Windy man for his position today, for his drive today. Brilliant stuff. Dragonarium also had a great performance today, but driver of the day is going to Windy for his first race in M1. Oh, you got 3 for Dragonarium. 8 for Windy. So I think Windy is a pretty clear winner here for everybody. I mean, his drive today has been amazing, unreal. It's brilliant stuff. What do you think of Windy's performance today?
Amazing. I thought and I think he's an amazing driver. I already told you that we have a couple of people waiting for an interview, so I believe we should invite them to join us.
Oh yeah, no, we'll definitely invite some of them to join us. So, who should we get in first of all the drivers? I think we should get in. Hang on, let me get up my lovely chart. We're gonna get mouseOne first, so here we go. Hello?
Yo!
Hey, how's it going?
I'm pretty good, thanks.
Amazing race.
Your thoughts on the first race this season?
Yeah, I mean, I got damaged on first lap, that was kinda bollocks, but oh well. I still managed to get back to P4, so I'm quite content with it.
Yeah, I mean, very good there.
If I didn't crash and I had one pit stop less, that means 20 seconds of my race time. That's actually the same time as Windy, so I mean, I got my pace going for next race, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean...
Thank you for the interview.
Hang on, let's quickly... I mean, what are you thinking about next race going into Bahrain?
Going with the same mentality as I did in this race, so race pace only.
I mean, it's going to be absolutely amazing to see you there, and I mean, hopefully we can maybe see you at the front battle. Well, you were at the front, but at the very front, battling it out with the leaders. I'm sure you'll be wanting that. You will. I'm sure you'll be wanting that, and I'm sure all the viewers will be wanting that too. It's going to be great stuff here. So
yes,
yeah,
of course.
So thank you very much for today, and yeah.
Thank you for commentating, and thanks all the watchers.
Yes, thank you to all of you as well. Thanks. Right.
Well, see you guys next week.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Yo.
Oops.
Okay, let's invite Dragonarium now. He's been having a match today, so I believe he should tell us.
Yes, we'll get him in. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty fucking good. Got a podium. The
Uh,
fucking boys. The target was P3, and I got P3, so I'm fucking buzzing.
we were doing so well with child friendliness.
Do you think about race win the next race in Bahrain?
Oh, I'm not getting a race win, no. I mean, Monaco maybe.
I mean, you were able to take the obviously Windy and Hayes were battling at one point, and you caught them so much that there was an amazing three-way battle going on. What were your thoughts on that part?
I don't know. They were like, oh, they were pulling away. They weren't going that fast in the first stint. And I was looking at my temperatures on the win. Like, they're not going up too high. I can do this. I can make the one-stop work. And then I saw them battling, and I was like, yes, this is the chance. And then they came in on lap 8, and I was like, time to overcut them.
Yeah.
And it nearly worked.
Nearly. You got ahead of Windy.
Nearly got Windy.
And then
but he overtook me.
Yeah.
And he had
This was
way too
amazing
much pace.
from you.
Windy had
And
great
we're
pace.
like 10 seconds of them, which is pretty remarkable for this race. Starting from P8, showing that you're still one of the best drivers, and hopefully showing in the future races that you're probably the best driver alongside Windy and possibly Hayes.
God, I just looked at the appeal section.
Oh, it's pretty crazy, yep.
I mean, obviously you got next race. Thoughts on the Bahrain track or is it Bahrain?
Not
It is.
gonna be anywhere near as good, I imagine. I think China will have a chance, maybe.
Yeah.
At some decent results, and then I think the next target is Baku or Monaco.
Yeah.
They're the two tracks that I'm looking to have good results at, and then after Monaco, I'm probably gonna be shit. So.
You never know. This is new game. You're pretty fast driver, so I'm sure you'll be doing great in future races, even if you don't feel like that. There's plenty of tracks left from Australia to Abu Dhabi, which is 21 races, having Germany and France in the middle joining this year's calendar, so we're going to look into that.
Yeah, it'll be
And
pretty
we should
exciting.
I mean, average is 38 viewers this race, I believe. So, quite a decent amount for one of our races. Let's be said.
Oh, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Is what have you got to say to the viewers out there today? Anything you want to say? To me?
Not too much to the viewers, but just thank you to all the racers for turning up, being active,
Oh,
playing a part in what some consider a clean race, others have differing opinions. But also a big thank you to the staff. Such a huge effort's gone into this. So I think-
best casters.
and the casters and the stewards and especially the media team, because they've been working hard for us.
Yeah.
Give me a reference there. Law.
Not intentional.
well, I mean, thank you for the race today, and yeah, see you next race, and
See you next race. Thank you for casting, as usual.
Yeah, thank you for racing. We'll see you. You'll be in the dev race, right? You'll be the commentators.
Hopefully, I'll be casting the dev race with Rance.
That'd be good. Be sure to talk good about me. I did about you guys. Oh well. Anyway, we'll see you next race, I suppose, or in the dev race for all the viewers.
Yeah. See you on Monday and Friday for those who are racing.
Yes.
Boy.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's bring here Fast, who doesn't want to be interviewed, but let's just...
Oh god, we'll bring
Let's
you
see
in just a moment. I think we should actually bring in... Let me quickly have a look at my results quickly. I've got an awful memory. Who have we got that's done well in the race? Should we get in Chloe?
Yes, of course.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh shit, am I on stream?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh fuck, hello.
How's it going?
Sensor here, we're doing family-friendly streams here, so we're gonna hit you with that banner hammer I invented earlier this stream thanks to your overtaking.
Okay, fair enough. Am I getting banned?
Nope. You're alright.
Yes, of
Oh god. I mean, family friendly went out of the window when Dragon Air doing the
Did you guys see me get taken out on the virtual safety car?
Yes, of course.
We did.
That was mad fun.
I didn't actually. What happened? You know.
I don't know, I just say I've seen...
Broke the wing.
Ah, okay.
That was great.
Oh, that's no good at all, is it? Really? I mean, in terms of where you finished, what are your thoughts on that race and, you know?
Pretty decent.
Yeah, P9 to P5. I mean,
Yeah,
battle with Brawley in the final few laps though.
yeah, that was pretty good.
That looked amazing. I bet that was really fun for you guys down there. I mean, are you hyped for next race?
Yeah.
Bahrain, do you reckon you can do any good?
I like Bahrain, so probably. Maybe. Don't know.
Fair enough. Well, yeah. Well, thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you later.
Yep.
Right. So, who else driven today? I'm trying to get the people that
So you
drove
have
today.
30
So,
viewers, so let's tell them to do that poggers. We all love it.
yes.
Hashtag poggers. Let's bring Brogan if you want, or Lowers, who hasn't been racing, but let's just bring him.
Let me quickly check with some people. Does Brogan want to
For the
interview?
meme.
Alright. I think we should get Brogan in. Right, I think we'll get Brogan in then. So here he comes. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Not good.
Oh, good. Fair enough. I mean, what are your thoughts on that race?
I mean, disappointed but not surprised. I mean, the qualifying incidents alone pissed me off, but it was, I mean, Gibby could have easily slowed him down coming along when he came out the pits. He could have easily slowed him down and let me have the corner. Chloe, I don't know about Chloe. He could have, if I didn't lock up, then maybe it would have been a bit clearer to see if he blocked me or not, but I don't think anything will happen with that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look into that after the stream, but I mean, in terms of, you know, pace and what you were thinking about the race, I mean, any like thoughts for next race?
Well, I was pulling away from Dominic fast before he left.
Yeah.
He was pretty slow on his tires, and when I changed on the second set of super softs, I was pretty fast on those.
Yeah.
Set in low 23s until I spun,
Yeah.
and that was about it. But
I think we did.
it's going into the next race, we'll just have to hope for a better qualifying and a cleaner turn one.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you guys do better next race. I mean, you had the pace, you had some decent pace this race. Hoping to see that into next race. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Right, well.
You only need that boy thing that Kimmy says, and it will be perfect Kimmy.
Mwah.
Okay, Kimmy all over. Anyway, thank you for joining us today.
Brogan is the real driver of the day this race. Just give it to him already.
Oh god. Fair enough. Anyway, thank you very much, Brogan, and yeah, we'll see you later. See ya. Now, who should we get in next? Probably get in. Have we had an interview from Gibby?
Oh, give me.
Yeah, man.
He's been leading the race, even though he didn't actually did it. So he's the real driver of the day, even though
God.
Brohan's perfect Kimi reference just, I don't know. You tell it.
Alright, so we're gonna get Gibby in here, and I think that'll be our last interview. Apart from Posion. We'll get Posion in last because he was the engineer. So here we go. Oh, I missed. Hello?
Hello.
How's it going?
Wow.
I had a good run. Thought I would make it on the softs, so then I had to switch over to the ultras.
I mean, where was it? It's P11 was it? Am I right?
Yeah.
You've been leading the race for 15 laps,
Oh,
even
God.
though you didn't do it. How did you do this? Just tell me your perfect P1 place that even though you didn't know you've done.
For him, he had lag, and it was just showing you in P1 like most of the
Oh,
race.
really? Damn. Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. I would like to thank my family,
Fair enough.
even though I didn't know I had one.
It's your own preference.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I thought Brogan said something about me. I'm not sure what, but it's probably about the quali block. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the stewards will have to handle that, but it was an AI when Maya got disconnected and then reconnected, and then the AI drove all the way to the first corner, so couldn't really control it.
Okay. Well, I mean, thoughts going into next race?
We'll see.
We'll see. Fair enough.
Also, congrats on the win. You got, but you didn't get.
Yeah.
If you understand me. Yeah, good. Bring it on.
Anyway.
I'm expecting a rewind from you this year, so make sure you bring it on, or I'll give you the banner hammer I invented this race while Chloe was overtaking. Who was he overtaking actually?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
doesn't matter. While
I
Chloe
agree.
was overtaking with his duck avatar. So, grazie ragazzi. Forza Ferrari.
Anyway, thank you very much for coming in for the interview today, and yeah, we'll see you next race, I suppose.
Have a good one.
Wait. We're gonna get our engineer for the race. Engineer for the race. Persian
Oh
getting in.
dear.
Hello. Hello.
Hello,
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
that's good.
Engineer of the race once again. You got a record
Yep.
for that.
Two times I dare anybody to step up to me for that position.
Well, fair enough. I mean, what were you telling the drivers while they were down there today?
Well, I have a bunch of statistics written down, and our main goal was to fight with Windy and Hayes for Meester. And Spicy's rival essentially was his own teammate, keep up with him.
Yeah.
We assumed that Spicy would have a really good quali goal, but I think he lost it in a few corners, and I think that, that hurt him, and he qualified in P7.
Yeah.
Our goal for Meester was a P5 goal, and he, as we saw, he qualified in P4 and did really, really well. But for the most part, we were watching Rance and Dragonarium, trying to catch up to them the most race. It was basically me sitting in the channel calling out the gap.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah. I mean, what were your thoughts from watching that race overall from every driver, I suppose, from your drivers?
From a spectator's point of view, I'm not sure if it looks different on my screen, but it looked like, both Rance and Dragonarium, when, Meester was behind them, they were both pushing, and they were both, they kept trying to keep the gap up, but it was literally, when he was behind both Rance and Dragonarium, it was literally 2 seconds a lap gaining over and over.
Yeah, I mean, you've got some very fast drivers under you. I mean, yeah.
I think it was unfortunate that, Meester had to do a 2-stop.
Yeah.
I think he could have been in at least a podium. maybe second or third place if we didn't have that extra stop at the end. But that extra stop did help in the long run because the super softs were running out, as we saw with Dragonarium and everyone else.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, congratulations on, your drivers doing decent. They did decent. And
Yeah, really proud of them both.
Yeah, I mean, got a lot of steward decisions to make as well. Later on.
Yeah.
This could be fun.
Before I leave, though, I
Yeah.
want to make a big shout out to the media team, Lullers and Faz. They're like doing all the work around here. It's
Whoa.
Just kidding.
Are you forgetting, yes, the two guys who are commentating all this?
I actually like this new commentator. I like you, Chris. I don't know where
Thank
you
you,
came
boy.
from, but you're a good commentator. Stay here, please.
Fair enough. I mean,
Of course, for you, boy.
we've got the we've also got the thank you message we've had on pretty much all stream for Faz and Lollers and staff as well for setting up season 2 with all the rules and whatnot. All done great. Driver of the day is Windy. What are your thoughts on Windy being driver of the day? I suppose.
The only time I was really watching Windy was, the last 10 laps when Windy and Hayes were really fighting. Honestly, they're both really great drivers. I expect to see a lot for this season from them.
Yeah.
It was a great battle. They just kept swapping spots back and forth, and I think that was really entertaining for the people to watch.
Yeah. Where realistically do you think your drivers can finish in the championship?
I think, 100% we're gonna finish top 3. You can quote me.
I can quote you on that. We will. We'll be sure to quote you on
You
that.
can quote me on that.
We've
Finish top
we've got an interview quote, so let me quickly go and put that in there. No, where is it? Got no idea where it is. Interview quotes. Here we go.
And if it's not constructors, I guarantee you, Mr. will qualify at least top 4 or 5 driver.
Yeah. Quotes. Me.
That keyboard, though.
Me.
Yeah.
Technical issues on board.
There we go. We got it in there. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. Yeah. We'll see.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
We'll see you in the. I suppose the appeals room.
The next race.
Yeah, and the next race as well. In Dev, you'll be racing in Dev.
So yeah, we don't want to speak about that. You'll just see me as a good engineer.
Just see you as
Driver
good
of
engineer.
actually, engineer of the day. We're gonna count it.
He was engineer of the day back in Singapore as well, I believe. So
Yeah, that's 2 under my belt so far. Nobody else can match me.
you've got the 100% record for engineer of the race.
100%.
That's brilliant.
Got that in.
Anyway, yeah, we'll see you later, Pleasant.
See you later. Thank you.
That's alright. Anyways, this is the part where we're going to end off the stream. So, I mean, thank you to all the viewers we have today. We had an amazing amount of viewers. Thank you all for watching. Any last words, Chris?
Amazing race, though. Sorry for talking over you, but
That's
it
cool.
was just an amazing race. Just can't explain it. You have to put in the topics the engineer of the day, actually, which can be a new, I don't know how call it, awards.
Yes. We'll put that in just before we leave. Off the day. There you go. Person can screenshot it and send it to his family. I'm sure we'll have that. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to stay tuned for the next race. We will be sure to get in there. Go and M1 on Twitter. Be sure to follow them. They're very active. The media guys consists of Faz and Lollers, obviously. Been said many times in this race. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Bye.